Hi, I'm Bernard Gallacher, 3 times Ryder Cup captain and Golf Care ambassador.
Hello, I'm Di Stewart. Oh, I'm delighted to be stood next to Bernard. I'm a sports broadcaster, golf lover, and really excited to speak to Bernard about the third major of the year, the US Open. This year, 2024, is being held at Pinehurst. We can't wait for the majors. They just get us so excited. You get the food in, don't you? Get the pizzas, your pizzas in on your beers. No, you get your red wine, white wine.
White wine, and put your feet up and watch.
Absolutely. Watching it from America and loving every single second. Thinking about memories from US Opens gone by, Bernard, does one stand out in particular?
Oh yes. In 1970, Tony Jacklin won the US Open by 7 shots at Hazeltine.
Oh,
that
my
was
goodness.
a big moment.
Gone back quite a few years there, haven't we?
Well, we are going back. It's my era.
Oh, it's a great era. So not implying you're old.
No, but I've never forgotten it. And the year before, Tony Jacklin, of course, had won the Open Championship.
Yeah.
And I hope no one forgets what a great player Tony Jacklin was, because he won our Open, and then the following year he beat the Americans by 7 strokes at Hazeltine. That was a fantastic victory. So that's a big moment. The other big moment, of course, was Tiger Woods winning at Pebble Beach in the year 2000. To win a championship by 2 or 3 strokes is an achievement.
Yeah.
He won it by 15 strokes. 15 strokes in the strongest field in golf, on the toughest golf course you could ever have, the Pebble Beach. I mean, it was.
It's hard to fathom, isn't it?
Well,
the excellence that he produced over those 4 days.
In any sport, it's difficult to define that in any sport.
And how do you compare it to anything? Because it's so up there.
Well, absolutely, you can't compare it. It was just such a fantastic week's golf he played, and everyone else were just setting raters, really.
Yeah, magical moments. I'm wondering if you guys watching, if you get goosebumps thinking about moments that Tiger has produced for all of us. I mean, we've enjoyed so many, haven't we? But we've got new players on the block now, the likes of Scotty Scheffler, who seems to be dominating everywhere. But this golf course, Pinehurst, how's it going to be set up and what's it like?
Well, it's a classic American golf course, Pinehurst. I mean, it's Pinehurst number 2. It was designed by Donald Ross, famous architect.
Yeah.
Famous Scottish architect, and it's been tweaked. It was tweaked in 2011 by Ben Crenshaw for the 2014 US Open, and he didn't really do much to the golf course. I think he widened the fairways a little bit. So the fairways are slightly wide, and the rough is really sandy waste areas. But the real feature about Pinehurst are the upturn greens. So when you hit a ball to it, the greens will throw a ball off. And so
that scares me.
Yeah, well, you're going to miss the greens a lot, and they're fast, and so you'll be putting up these slopes back onto the green all the time. And that's where Martin Kaymer, who was the last winner at Pinehurst, that was why he won, because he's a fantastic long putter.
Yeah.
And when he won in 2014, he spread eagled the field by going 65-65 the first 2 rounds, and then it was a walk in the park after that to win by 8 strokes.
I think he had a big smile on his face that Friday evening with those 265s. I mean, when in your life do you start a major championship with 265s?
Well, I don't know, but I'll say one thing, Di. You get a big lead, 265.
Yeah.
You're still under pressure.
Yeah.
It can evaporate quickly, and so no matter what his lead was, even going into the last day, he would feel he wouldn't have won that tournament until he's playing the 16th or 17th. To be honest.
Yeah, great memories. My goodness, took that title, didn't he? But Pinehurst is this year. I'm thinking of memories from recent years. One of my favourites was Matt Fitzpatrick winning just a couple of 2022, wasn't it?
The Country Club, Boston.
At the Country Club, just really emotional with Billy Foster.
Well, what was emotional about it was he had won the US Amateur on that golf course, and he stayed with the same people. He stayed with the same people that week he stayed with when he was an amateur.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah,
do you think they made him the same breakfast?
Well,
the same
food? He said he stayed in the same room and
same bed
same
sheets.
Thing,
yeah.
Same bed sheets, same
Do you know, we are creatures of habit, aren't we? And we do like
the only
familiarity.
thing he did different was I think they invited his parents over for that week as well.
Oh, they did. And his girlfriend as well, I think. And
okay.
and his brother was there watching,
and
Alex.
His brother was there.
Yeah.
And, but having Billy on, and that was the first. I wrote to Billy after that because
Did
Billy Foster, the caddy, is one of our great caddies, and he had never won a major until he had won that one. And
well, he was with Seve for so many years.
Yes, and I felt compelled to write to him and say, Billy, if anyone deserved to win a major, it was you. And he thanked Kirsty, my daughter, because he's in contact with her through Instagram or Facebook, and it was a great moment for Billy Foster, and obviously a great moment for Matthew Fitzpatrick.
Oh, do you know, I love the fact that you still write letters.
Yeah,
Does anyone at home still write letters? Because to receive one means a lot. So I think that's really gorgeous that you.
Now and again.
I'm going to. You've inspired me to put pen to paper now. You really
a nice
have.
Fountain pen and off you go.
Oh, totally, totally. Also, another great memory, because I'm trying to champion some of the Englishmen in the final couple of majors of the year. Justin Rose, winner at Merion in 2013.
Great 4-iron at the last.
Oh,
on Father's Day.
It was on Father's Day. It was another emotional one.
Making me choke up here thinking about it, because I knew Justin's dad very well.
Did you?
Well, they lived in the area. He lived in the Wentworth area, and he used to come and bring Justin when he was a young boy to play in the competitions at Wentworth, and that meant a lot to Justin.
Well, it's the third major after the Masters and the USPGA. We get to the US Open, and the final one is the Open Championship. But your bet for the US Open this year is?
Who would I pick? I've said. Well, that's.
It's a toughie. I mean, it's literally.
It's a toughie.
There are so many at the top of the tree.
It's who's going to be on their form that particular week. But you know, I'm going to go for John Rahm.
You're going to go John Rahm. Okay. Yeah. Masters champ 2023.
Yeah, and he's won the US Open as well.
I'm going to go sort of slightly outside. Going to go for an Englishman. I'm going to leave it at that. An Englishman. So
an Englishman.
It could be anyone. Yes.
What, around here?
Anyone wants to play. No, it's not a USPGA Michael Block situation where a club pro can enter. Thank you, Bernard. That is our analysis, our predictions for the third major of the year.